And the Mirror report that Thomas Frank has to get Xavi Simons firing. The report states that it felt like something was of a coup when Tottenham pinched Xavi Simons from under Chelsea's noses in the summer. But while the Dutchman's arrival generated huge excitement, his start in North London has been more steady than spectacular. He hasn't been poor by any means, but nor has he yet justified his £52 million price tag. Part of the issue is that Frank still hasn't figured out where Simons best fits. The 22-year-old, who's just notched one goal contribution against West Ham in 7 games so far, has been used in multiple roles as a number 10 left winger, and he's struggled to find rhythm or consistency to any of them. Simons is not like a like-for-like replacement for Maddison, the creative heartbeat he has effectively filled for following the Englishman's ACL injury. Where Maddison thrives on intention and flair, Simons is more of a passing midfielder who keeps play moving and knits attacks together rather than producing moments of his magic on his own. That's not a flaw, but it does mean he needs the right system and the supporting cast to shine. For Frank, the dilemma is clear. Identify Simons' best position and build the structure around him to unlock his potential. Once he settles into a defined role and gains confidence and rhythm, Tottenham could finally begin to see the player who not only dazzled in the academies of Barcelona and PSG, but also lit up the Bundesliga with RB Leipzig last season. The report also states that Frank needs to find a reliable number 9. If Tottenham are to take the next steps under Frank, they need a dependable, ruthless presence at centre forward, capable of turning half chances into goals. At the moment, that player simply doesn't exist in the squad. Dominic Solanke has shown flashes of quality, but injuries have disrupted his rhythm and consistency. Richarlison continues to work hard, but remains an enigma in front of goal, while Matisse Tell, though promising, is still more of a long-term prospect than a reliable week-to-week scorer. Meanwhile, Randall Kolo Muani, on loan from PSG, remains something of an unknown quantity. Once tipped as the next big thing after his breakout at Eintracht Frankfurt, his spell at PSG fell flat following his £64 million move to Ligue 1. And while his loan at Juventus last season was an improvement, it was hardly spectacular. He's currently sidelined with an injury which hasn't helped him or Spurs. Between the quartet, there's talent, energy and potential, but not the kind of relentless finishing that defines top 4 teams. For Spurs to genuinely compete at the sharp end of the table, they need a striker who can deliver 20 or more goals a season, someone who can turn tight games into wins and lift the team when the performances dip.